there's one thing I've learned about being in Oregon is people really care about it. And the biggest thing that happened from that is a few years ago, the growers all got together realizing that we needed a program to monitor ourselves and created the LIVE program. LIVE is Low Impact Viticulture and Enology. That was a grower-led initiative. That's pretty amazing to me that all these growers got together and said, we can be better at sustainability. Yeah, I'm gonna need that.
I'm gonna sustain your glass line.
Thank you, sir. That feels pretty rare and pretty unique to me. And that's something that's pretty cool to be a part of, is that so many people cared about what they were doing that they wanted to get better at it. And so LIVE does a few things right off the bat. A lot of people talk about it limits the number of chemicals, it limits the amount of chemical we can use, and those are all great. But there's other things that it does that are arguably more important than that. And one of them would be it encourages us to be forward thinking about our sustainable practices. So beyond chemicals, we're trying to improve the environment around us. We set up ecological compensation zones, which can be up to 40, 50% of your vineyard is not planted and maintained as a wild space. And what that does is it increases beneficials, it increases insects that we need in our environment in the vineyard. And it's also just the right thing to do. There's nothing worse than a monoculture if you go up and look at just thousands and thousands and thousands of acres of all the same species, like wheat or something. You can't imagine that what was there before is still living there because its life has completely been disrupted. And here in the Willamette Valley, we're pretty lucky to have these hillsides where we can still have pockets of forest over here. We can have sections of our vineyard that we don't want to plant, and we're able to put native wildflowers or native plants in there that can, again, increase beneficials. That's just one step beyond what the normal, how we limit the number of chemicals done. That's what we do. This is kind of us stepping forward and doing it even a little bit more. And that comes down to how we treat the rows inside of the vineyard, what plants we put or what seeds we put down there, when we mow them, how we mow them. And I think that's an important thing to take away is it's not just a buzzword. It's not, the growers around here aren't like, oh yeah, our marketing person said we have to be in LIVE, so we're in LIVE. These growers actually care and they're involved in it, and they set up an organization to monitor them. That's pretty rare in agriculture because if you've met many farmers, they don't want regulation. We installed a regulation program to watch over us, which is pretty amazing.